At 1 minute past midnight on Friday, Eastern Time, a United States tariff exemption that has enabled the growth of companies like Shein and Temu, and filled the closets of millions of Americans with affordable fast fashion and other household goods, came to an end. As part of Donald Trump's series of tariffs on China, the United States is closing a loophole that allowed low-value goods to be imported into the country without incurring import fees. The de minimis loophole, a term meaning of little importance, was described by the U.S. president as a big scam going on against our country. He stated, "We put an end to it." The term de minimis refers to a trade policy introduced in the 1930s that allowed travelers returning to the United States to bring goods worth up to $5 without declaring them to customs. Since 2016, this threshold has been $800. Although de minimis implies insignificance, the policy has facilitated a massive influx of consumer goods. Approximately 1.36 billion shipments entered the United States through this loophole in the fiscal year 2024, more than double the number from 4 years earlier, according to the U.S. Customs Agency. This accounts for over 90% of all cargo entering the country, with about 60% of those packages originating from China. Starting Friday, parcels valued at less than $800 will be subject to a 120% levy or a flat fee of $100, increasing to $200 from June. This is in addition to the existing 145% tariffs on all Chinese imports as part of the broader U.S. China trade conflict. The White House has accused Chinese sellers of engaging in deceptive shipping practices to exploit the loophole. U.S. industry associations have long complained about unfair competition from Chinese sellers and have advocated for closing the loophole. Trump also contends that the free flow of small packages into the United States has facilitated the unchecked arrival of dangerous drugs, particularly fentanyl and its precursors. He stated in an executive order in April that these exports play a significant role in the synthetic opioid crisis in the United States. Prices are expected to rise, and some products have become unavailable. The Chinese e-commerce company Temu announced on Friday that it would cease shipping low-cost items from China and instead sell directly to U.S. consumers. The fast fashion company Shein is reportedly already increasing prices on certain goods. Data compiled by Bloomberg revealed that the average price for Shein's top 100 products in the beauty and health category rose by 51% in the past week, while a 10-piece set of kitchen towels saw a 377% price increase. The average increase for women's clothing was 8%. A spokesperson for Temu explained that the company had recently transitioned to a local fulfillment model, meaning all U.S. sales are handled by sellers within the country. Despite the operational shift, Temu's pricing for U.S. consumers remains unchanged, the company stated. The White House reports that the U.S. Customs Agency seized more than 21,000 pounds of fentanyl at the border in the last fiscal year, enough to potentially harm billions of people. It is hoped that increased scrutiny on small packages will lead to more illicit imports being intercepted. Before 2020, following China's crackdown on fentanyl suppliers, 90% of fentanyl consumed in the United States came directly from China. Now, nearly all supply crosses the U.S.-Mexico border rather than arriving in packages shipped directly from China. China's government and trade associations argue that American consumers will bear the brunt rather than Chinese exporters. He Yanqian, a spokesperson for China's Commerce Ministry, stated earlier this year that U.S. tariff hikes will undoubtedly increase costs for American consumers and degrade their shopping experience. Industry groups, including China's Textiles Association, have supported the government's stance and accused the United States of hegemonic actions, according to Chinese state media. Shein is reportedly considering delaying its much-anticipated London initial public offering due to uncertainty over how tariffs will impact its business. The company did not respond to requests for comment. JD.com, another Chinese e-commerce company, has pledged to purchase 2 billion yuan worth of products from Chinese exporters for sale in the domestic market.